Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 67 of Keepers of the Gauranlen Grove, which originally streamed live on Twitch August 6th. That was rough. I mean, that's the problem with breachers, or not problem, but the difficulty with breachers is that they obviously attack you asymmetrically and unpredictably and mess you rightfully up. I kind of like it. I kind of loathe it, as there's really not a good counter for breachers, especially if you're not trying to destroy trees, and I'm sure I got some tree violence penalties, but whatever. I mean, what else was I supposed to do? Not use the Doomsday? I mean, no, that was obviously Doomsday or bust. Adding the home zones required, so we can actually clean this thing up. Brunona, Mr. Johns, and Kadath. So, Mr. Johns, I want you to go tend the Dryads that survived. Everybody except for Brunona gets undrafted. Brunona, go around murdering people. Like you do. Thank you. And now Miyabi. Mr. Miyabi. Well, the slightly good news is the trees that were blocking the contiguous wall were burned. So now we'll have a flush wall here. I mean, I would have preferred the grove not to burn down, but at least it burned in a productive way. Animals. All carrier dryads are on full map hauling. The medicine makers are, and wood makers are back into the grove. Night divinity, stay in the ranch. This new dryad, full map hauling. Okay, that looks right. Don't worry, I'm gonna go for Eric. He just wasn't bleeding as fast as the other ones. But Kadath is here. Tend to Eric without meds. Eric's got a good 21 hours and just a missing toe, so not a huge bleed out. Oh, he's already on his feet. Sorry, Maxu. Yep, 750 silver. Blood money, but still money. Taking a look at Can here. Can is not bleeding out anymore. Dux was never bleeding out. Coma, I have to kill. But I'm probably not going to get to him in time. Go, go, go. All right, Mr. Johns is patching up. Okay, so the non-carriers here, the woodmakers and medicine makers, it doesn't really matter if they have manipulation or movement speed because that's not what they're used for. So, I don't necessarily have to euthanize them. I don't care if they're missing paws or whatever. It doesn't affect their job performance, in other words. So, to that end, they will not be euthanized, like I said. But any haulers, now I think all the rest of my haulers made it out. But any haulers, obviously, that wouldn't be the case. Because if a hauler can't move very fast, it's a problem. Oh boy, what a mess. So you guys voted on, let's see, I'm going to mark the two of the suggestions that get voted on as complete. The other ones will be refunded. And now our current project is going to be Ancient Dangers and Autocannons, but also Repair. Repair plus Dangers, or ADs, I'm just going to hyphenate it. And Autocannons. I don't think Autocannons would help me at all in that scenario, because they came through a wall that I never would have thought to barricade up anyway. So Can's all healed up. We still have 4 people sitting in pods. For actually considerable time left. It would speed up if we were cleaning it, though. Oh, you got back up. And Eric's all set. Duck's all healed up. Oh, Eric's confused due to dementia. Alright, I think everything's patched up now. Needing treatment would still just be Noodle. And then Kadath is starving because he's been at this for so long. I'm not going to be installing any bionic eyes for anyone until they are through their risk of res psychosis, which is a 10-day period of risk. So I won't be giving bionic parts to Aoife, Eric, or Gray until that 10-day waiting period is over, out of abundance of caution. Because they could still contract psychosis, and, well, you know, that's fatal. Res psychosis is basically hey, you want this, buddy? Res psychosis is basically the same as, like, Luciferium insanity, when you're out of Luciferium and you go insane, try to murder everyone around you, and then die. Res psychosis is basically the same. Which makes me think that Resmexerium and Luciferium are somewhat related in lore. I mean, what more deal with the devil than bringing someone who is dead back to life, right? So a whole lot of cleanup to do. A lot of bodies to haul, a lot of bodies to move. And then Bernona with a rebind. What would have helped in that scenario would be if I had Neuroquake. Neuroquake might have helped a little bit. Dragon, thanks for the bits. Is there a mod to wear each faction to limit the amount of raids? Probably. Alternatively, you could just mess with the storyteller difficulty settings. So if you didn't want mega raids, you would set your ramp up threat scale down, and then also have it not tied to population or wealth. But I'm sure there's mods. I don't play with mods, so I really can't speak to are there mods that do X, Y, or Z, because I play RimWorld very lightly modded. Really? Oh, well, at least it didn't catch fire. Let's go ahead and put another corpse pile here for the Dryads to haul. Oh, and this one's gone, so I'll leave that there because it might be closer. So this is what, number 5? And then on the avoid zone. Oh, come on. Keep my people out of it. So our temple is no longer profaned, which is good. I'm gonna wait. Well, actually, let's just do who would be missing in the tree ceremony? Yeah, let's just do a tree ceremony as soon as Bernona's up. Oh, I changed storyteller settings? Whoops. Oh, I did, but I don't think I actually changed anything. I went to custom, but it was still losing its fun. Psychic ship. Oh, shit. Oh, why is there so many centipedes? What's with all the centipedes? Okay. Alright, well, actually, I have a plan. Anima tree linking. Time to get some neuroquake. All right, taking a look at these guys. Yep, they're healing up slowly. So Timber is now tending to this Gauranlen tree to get more woodmakers. And Bernona will be level 6. I wonder what she'll automatically unlock. She unlocked Neuroquake on her own. Alright, so the new Neuroquake is a little bit different than the old Neuroquake. As you can see, it has a limited effective radius, which means anything outside of the larger circle is unaffected. It does mean that it's pretty easy. Oh god, they set a fire. It's pretty easy to take out these guys without making the whole map crazy. So here is what I will do. I am going to give her a little neuroquake spot down there. And then for now, let's avoid corpses here. Just basically don't go near there. And then the full map hauling for the carrier dryads, stay away from that as well. I'll be solving that psychic ship by deleting it from existence. I am also getting a bit of a power problem. Noted. It's not new. Oh, another thing that I can't do is these corpses here cannot be hauled by dryads because dryads aren't allowed in there. So I'm going to need to haul them out myself so that dryads can then bring them to their final marshy resting spots. Same with all the weapons. So let me just have Fang help out. They didn't do a whole lot of damage to that the ritual spot though, which was good. Okay, so that's done. It's obviously not cleaned, but it's done. All right, Bernona, I need you to get your psi focus up all the way. Random doesn't like you. You think a line got hit also? Probably. Probably a severed line that hurt my power generation. No, it's still all, I mean, there is some missing lines here, but it's still all connected. As far as I could tell. And a Gauranlen sprout. Cool. More trees. Okay, is that fire? Oh, still burning. Any new geos ready? No. No, they're not. I just panned through them to check. That would obviously help immensely. Oh, Maxu. Codsworth, you're starving, but that's only because you're stupid. No offense, but like, you could just eat. No one's stopping you. This is totally self-inflicted. All right, Bernona, you're gonna pray at the tree. I'm gonna schedule her to pure psi focus gain, so that I can drop that neuroquake, and probably also offer her escort. For someone to be nearby to help her out. And yes, you are dead again. Ripperonis. Not the only one, though. So that was a carrier bound to Fang's tree. Why is Fang not tending her tree? Oh, here she is. Okay. I might rebind the medicine makers and change the cast once Poetic Artist is out of his pod, because I have a lot of medicine now. I have 147, and I don't think I really need any more. What happened for you? A giant raid came in here, and you were standing about here, and there was no way for you to get into cover. Also, Druids don't listen to anything, so there was no way for you to get in cover, and you ignored basically all orders to go to cover, and you got, shot by tribal bows until you went kaplout. The usual, sadly. Another way I can help the power situation is the unused pods can flick off. That's a very important word to enunciate. Flick off. Opposed to, if I mumbled it, it would sound a little different. So Fibrous Mechanites, Mara, Codsworth, Jazz, Gray, Immortal Eric, rather. Matt, thanks for the bits. Go for tank drads? I may. The problem with tank drads, or really all drads, is their inability to listen to simple orders is very frustrating. So Barkskin drads or Klar drads, the combat ones, are very, very difficult to use because they basically just ignore you entirely. And then you're like, I didn't do anything of what I wanted it to do. What the hell? Just the way it is. Okay, so here, trip, biocode, launch that. And a pet tusk. Well, she's not here. Gave her a ring. Hopefully she shows up. Oh, hey, girl.
Yeah, hi. Hi.
Can you have them follow while drafted? Sort of. They don't always follow you, though. Therein lies the problem. Alright, Mr. Johns, you can scan too. Alright, so Bernona, how's it coming? We need a Neuroquake. We need Psi Focus cost 50%. I think we're ready to go. So I'm gonna hit it with a 1-2 punch. Said, I need you a little happier because I have a task for you. And we scanned steel. It doesn't matter where it is, it's really far away. Also seems like I'm out of tea and beer. Alright, so Mr. Said, you are going to caravan with Bernona. Bernona's gonna get drafted. She's gonna come over here and eat. And then you are going to head over here and grab a... No, I think 1 triple's fine. You are gonna grab the sniper rifle. Alright, Bernona, you don't need a Luciferium dosage anytime soon, which is good. So the true current project right now is obviously to deal with the Met cluster. That's the real truth. Oh, this got dirty. All right, Bernona's eaten. Consume ambrosia, and then head over here as well. All right. While we're doing this, the carriers ought to go to the Grove. So we're going to send pretty much everyone to the Grove in the meantime. I'm sort of curious if they actually go. And then one of the other things I was wondering about is, can I get them to sleep somewhere specific? Because that would be unique. Oh, and hey, look at this. Another tree died. We could fill that in. Okay. All right, Bernona and Sed. So Sed, oh boy, you are walking. You carrying 1 steel, dude? Why? Oh my god, I hate you so much. Okay, so Bernona, you're gonna have to break some of this down because Sed has Numlexia and has no idea what it costs to build this structure. He decided that 1 steel was a good amount, and he stopped. It's a psychic ship, so it is slowly driving us insane, like it does. All right, Bernona, construct. All right, everybody else in the ranch other than Bernona and Sed will be behind walls. Basically, stay away. And then let me update the behind walls for colonists. Obviously, I don't have a complete wall up there, but I will keep them away from that nightmare of a stockpile. Okay. Also, this is open, so again, not really behind walls, but with any luck, these mechanoids shouldn't even be a problem. All right, I'm going to save just in case I screw this up, because it's been I haven't really used Neuroquake much since the update. But the TLDR essentially is Bernona has to cast this. This casts in 12 seconds, and then Sed, the plan is to snipe at them just to piss them off. And here. If you could hit it. Don't worry, it's not like people are watching you do it. No performance anxiety here. Casting? Yes. I'm gonna leave the door open so I'm still a valid target. I have no idea what those are doing. Boom. She's unconscious. I'm going to load everything that got dropped into the caravan. And now these mechanoids are going to murder one another. But because Neuroquake has a limited radius, as you can see, the other people out here are not affected. The only other things that might be affected here would be wild animals that I didn't really account for before I kicked that off. So this turkey got pissed, essentially. Sed is then going to carry Bernona. I didn't really need this spot, but it was just like a just in case. And I'm going to wait for them to murder each other and then clean up the remainder, you know, tomorrow in the light. Okay, Bernona's kicked this up, and then all I have left to do is to clean up whoever survives out of this, which is likely to be one of these 3 centipedes, I suspect, or maybe this one, and snipe them down and be done with it. And friendlies came in, so rip to the friendlies. Oh my lord, that's a lot of friendlies. 61 over there, and 66 over here. Wow, so many. So many. So many. I guess they really like me. This is not the first time that they sent a ridiculous amount of friendlies. I guess I don't even have to clean up the survivors of this Berserk Pulse. Or Neuroquake. So, as you can imagine, if I was in the right place at the right time here, the Neuroquake would have totally managed this raid for me. Obviously, I wasn't, you know, I wasn't ready for it, so I couldn't take advantage of it because I didn't have Neuroquake at that point. But let's see, concrete, anywhere to fill in? Here, no one has built that yet. There's because there's a tree there. Yeah, friendlies only come in when they're not needed. Well, even if the friendlies came in during this breach raid, because this breach raid spawned next to my base, they would have breached before. Kadath wants treatment in 5 days. Does Kadath have a pod? Yes, you have a pod. All right, let's install it. And we're almost home. Get up! What are you doing? Do you not know how to... Okay, there you go. Run! Blood for the blood god. Alright, almost rescued. Oh, the Doom music kicks in? Does it now? It honestly looks like soldier ants responding to a rival hive or rival nest's incursion. Rip them apart. Shred the mechanoid. Alright, thank you. Rescue, and you're done. Cancel the caravan. And... there ain't nothing left but the psychic droner, which Noodle come bash. I don't think there's anyone for me to rescue, but I'll keep an eye on it. We also have visitors from the kinship too. Man, the kinship has a lot of people. Yeah, Yoda can't hear the Doom music. Alright, the thread is over. We do have a ton of weapons and stuff that we don't want. Perhaps I try to call in a trade caravan from the kinship, and maybe I even gift it to them. So let's request a trade caravan of bulk goods and see if I can't just like hand them a whole bunch of stuff. So Bernona here is now in a psychic coma. This psychic coma, unlike last patch, cannot be avoided with a foil helmet or anything like that. There is no way to game this. Basically, you're unconscious, and regardless of your psychic sensitivity, the coma isn't affected for duration, which is significantly different because, you know, previously you could hack it, throw a foil on your head, only be 10% psychically sensitive, and basically avoid the coma altogether. No longer is that the case. I am glad they fixed it. I was abusing the hell out of it because I don't cheat, but I do exploit weaknesses, and that was a weakness that I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to use this to my advantage because I'd be a fool not to. But boy, did it ever give me one heck of an advantage. Alright, let me update the Avoid Corpses zone to allow my guys down here to do what they want to do. I'm going to take out that psychic ship. And it looks like only one tribal died, which is a ridiculously small price considering they ran headfirst into a giant mech cluster. I mean, the mechs were fighting one another, so that did help, of course, but still surprising nonetheless. My animals here, the carrier Draftees, these guys are going to be put on full map hauling, and then the rest of them are going to be at the Grove, Night Divinity at the ranch. Actually, Night Divinity, you're going to be full map hauling now too. Congratulations, you've been upgraded. And then, I don't know about these new Dryads. I don't know what type they're going to be, so I'll just leave them out. My game's like, I don't like rendering 160 people exiting your map tile, or whatever it was, 130. Yes, the healing pod, I saw the question. It heals 1 random scar plus all current wounds. It doesn't heal multiple scars, just a single. Alright, Kadath wants age reversal soon. It doesn't heal infections, it doesn't heal age-related anything, it doesn't heal comas, it only heals scars and current wounds. A coma is not a wound. These are wounds. This is what a wound is, which is entirely different than these, which are health conditions that are not wounds. So, a healing pod will not help with dementia or blindness. That's not what they're made for. That's not what they do. Only scars and wounds. That's it. That is the full list. Speaking of which, what is our ETA? So, 58. So Aoife is officially out of the woods in terms of dementia or res psychosis, but she actually could have res psychosis. I wouldn't even know she's in the pod. With her being in the pod, yeah, I have no idea. All of this rain helped to significantly remove a lot of the blood. Now, any place that I have roofed up, which obviously I have a bunch of places roofed up in my grove, didn't get the blood removed, but we'll clean that up eventually. Look at all these corpses. Only 27 of them? There's so many more. What happens if you don't reverse their age? They become increasingly more angry. Up to, I think, a negative 8 or 10, maybe? I forget exactly what the number is. But they will slowly start demanding it. As they feel entitled to it. They get mad. Basically, that's what happens when you ignore anyone for a certain amount of time, I suppose. Just increasing madness, anger. Just leave already. You're making my CPU have to calculate your stupid wanderings. Just get out. I mean, I appreciate that you showed up, but your invitation is revoked. You've been bounced. Please go. Said probably should switch back to his assault rifle. Oh. Wait, why were you hauling a corpse anyway? What corpse zone can you even enter? It looked like he was hauling a corpse, but I'm not sure where or why. And we found some more plasteel. It does remind me that the autocannon turrets was requested. One way for me to use autocannon turrets might be to set them up on the embankments here, and to have them have on-off switch, remote switching, so I can turn them on and off and basically fire at anyone incoming into my kill box. So I suppose that's probably what I'm going to end up doing once I fully repair my grove and sort of clean up after myself. I'm not going to give myself any other tasks until this mess is sort of resolved. It's pretty bad. Oh, that assault rifle shouldn't be there either. I'm obviously out of room. Let me send a gift bag to the kinship. I never ended up using this triple rocket thing, but maybe I'll use it at some point. So for the kinship, let me send a bit of a care package to patch up our relationship. Because, you know, it's a little rocky. I got them killed. Several times. A lot of times. Oh, so many corpses. I will give him the elephant tusks, and then we'll just go through and fill the pot up with weapons, because honestly our stockpile has so many of these pointless weapons in bulk. It's called recycling. Hand-me-downs. Alright, anything else? Let's go with slate, limestone, and the pods are full. Would they even want corpses? No. I mean, not really. One other thing I have to keep an eye on is that Bernona's Luciferium requirement doesn't drop to a dangerous level because of her coma. Because it would be possible that she gets ignored long enough that there would be damage dealt to her, you know, that she would wake up basically insane as a result. And that would be not so cool. So, gotta keep an eye on that. Make sure that her Luciferium is met. Because I can always administer it with a doctor. How long is the coma? I think... Ooh, I'd have to check the patch notes. I think it's 10 days. As a balancing thing. Because it's such a powerful ability. Could be 6. I forget. Maybe someone in chat knows. Let's haul the nice rifle in. And that's, I think, Bernona's. The trout. Yeah, it's Bernona's. Alright, so here's Kadats pod. He wants age reversal. We'll queue that up. For Anya, I'm going to power hers off. Poetic Artist, Mara, Aoife, and Kevin all have about a day left. Thereabouts. We are going to want to do the... Oh god, that's so nasty. We are going to want to do the Jade mission, the Jade seam that we found, in order to move these reliquaries into their final spots. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. Obviously, this tree needs to go bye-bye before we have the third spot. But that's something I want to do and clean them up. Weekend says 5 days but not be updated. I can guarantee you it's not updated. Just about. I don't think it's 5 days. I don't know for certain, but... Oh, interesting. Nope. Alright, let's go ahead and assign... Oh, these are already assigned. Why were they sleeping down there? That's weird. Not a zoning thing. Just them being weird. Oh, Jazz wants one coming up too. So where's Jazz's pod? Here it is. And there we go. Our little dryads are starting to get fully healed. Shield and ducks. Ducks is going to be the last one, but they're getting close. Who named a holler ducks? You did. You did, Mr. Ducks. It's named after you. And a fair. Mr. Johns flirt with Fang. Mr. Johns and Fang now want to sleep together. Mr. Johns is married to Noodle. Mr. Johns, you do realize Noodle has a giant flaming sword? Alright, Mr. Johns, married to Noodle. I don't know what to do about this. Allow the affair to happen, or keep Noodle in the bed. I guess those are the two. I guess I could keeping Noodle in the bed would be essentially ignoring it. All that's gonna happen is having Fang want to sleep with Noodle and not being able to get to sleep with Noodle. If you are curious, our ideology, you're only allowed to have one spouse, even though physical love is sort of free. So, I could do a trial. Yeah, actually, let's put that as a possibility too. Hold on. Hold a trial for Mr. Johns. Okay, the full 3 options. Let me reset the timer. There we go. Alright, Bernona's still in that coma. Still doesn't need Luciferium yet. Most of our pod people are going to pop out in a second. Let's prep a reverse age cycle for Jazz. Still a lot of cleaning left to do, so I think what I'm going to do is have everyone power clean, stop what they're doing, and just clean up the ritual site and everywhere else, because it is overdue. Here we go, finally. Just because you hold a trial doesn't mean you have to execute. Trials don't always end in executions. Unless you're North Korean. And then... yeah, well... Alright, Immortal Magic finally fully healed. Uh-oh, here we go. Immortal Magic has Resurrection Psychosis early. Well, we are going to need to throw him in a Cryptosleep casket to basically, essentially put his body on ice until I have a solution to his res psychosis, because it is an incurable terminal disease. I do have Cryptosleep caskets down here that I could open up and throw him into, but they're kind of far away from the colony. So instead, I'm going to quickly research Cryptosleep myself with the people in the colony. Unfortunately, that also means Mr. Johns, who is our chief researcher, now has a reason to be forgiven his, I don't know, his affair, I don't know. Oh, mad squirrels. Cool, well, that just makes my day a little more squirrely. Let's go ahead and assign everybody to be behind walls. And then my dryads do the same. I also will need someone to close that front door. Thank you, Fang. Even though you're cheating a little. You can't move those caskets, you just break them down. They're different than the standard caskets. Alright, so let's take a look at, so Eric, obviously, that's going to be a big old problem. Gray, so far, does not have res psychosis. I don't know about Aoife because she's been in the Biosculpt pod. Oh, good job. Yeah, I guess that's on me for leaving that open. Alright. Squirrel Watch. The Scarlet Attel. Maybe I'll just kill them all, rather than be inconvenienced. The Scoia'tael. Alright, so haulers. Go back to hauling, I guess. I lied. Totally lied. And we'll have these squirrels shot. Alright, there is a squirrel here. Noodle, you want to get it? Make a flaming squirrel? Come on, where are you going? Ah. Noodle, you're a brawler. You are, in fact, a ridiculously good brawler. Please tell me that you can take on a few squirrels. Okay. Appears like you can. Good. Alright, so I think there's only one left. Yep, and Noodle's already going for it. Am I able to fix the north wall? I think it's actually a lack of, yeah, it is a lack of stone. So let me go ahead and queue up granite blocks. And then in the interest of actually obtaining granite blocks, I will mine them up myself. I think that's what the wait has been. Alright, that sounds like a dead squirrel to me. It is. Alright, you're welcome, Kevin. You just walked away from that nasty pile of sludge that you made like it ain't even your problem, huh? Yeah. Yeah, see, the thing is, you clean your own pot slime. Thank you. An eye scratch. Yeah, I mean, it happens, right? And then, Eric here with his, early psychosis. It does look like Gray's out of the woods, though. And then we'll see about Aoife when she comes out. Alright, Noodle's waiting for some treatment. Kadath, you do it. Man, Dux is still wounded from that raid. And Mara's out. Poetic Artist is out. And Aoife's about to be out. And we'll have them load up the next pods. I guess the vote timer got paused somehow. So it looks like you all want to hold a trial. So we will do that as soon as Aoife's out of her pod, because obviously she's the one that holds the trials. Whatever happened to that pod I was loading up, speaking of pods? Still waiting on a whole lot of stuff to be loaded up. That is because I'm super hauling. Let me super cleaning. Let me super haul. And you lose gun privileges, Eric, because I'm not about to trust you with a firearm as a soon-to-be psychotic person. So here's the bucket trader that called in. And a raid that pairs with it. Mother of Kevin. No thanks. Oh, really? Like, what? 3 people? 4 people? Thank you! You are so generous with your help. I appreciate it immensely. God. Stupid. Alright, Noodle's fully healed. No scratch scar to the eye. And this is, of course, what, like another breach? Yep. Only breacher walls. You know, I gotta say, all that ever gets sent to me is breachers. Is autocannons ever really gonna help? At this point, I'm only ever attacked by via breach. So, I don't fully understand how a kill box matters at this point. Don't you have a mental breakdown here, Gray. It will be your last. Alright, it's an assaulting spree against Timber. Well, Timber, you have to go home. Because it's not going to be safe for stupid Gray to be out here. Said, what are you doing with that toque? What are you doing with the toque? Dude, seriously. Why are you running around with a toque in your hands? I drafted you. This is so strange. Do they follow old rules to sappers? No, they don't. Great move. Oh, you're done. Cool. All right, that was cathartic, I guess. Googa. Where are you? Oh, these are my brothers. Well, I, ate and not death. Okay, I'm gonna try to save them when I can. I do like how, these breacher raids also glitch where, like, no one does anything and it becomes very, very easy to defend. I'm not even looking at the fight anymore. So why would I need to, right? They're just cycling in and out, getting themselves killed. Oh, here's their leader with 900 silver. Plop. Thank you for all your silver. Your economic contributions for being dumb. Eric's picking out on food. Okay. And let's move forward. Unfortunately, we're going to have to see a lot of corpses. Alright, so Aoife, you're out. Dementia, but no res psychosis. So I don't think that, I think Eric's the only one with res psychosis. The other two are okay. This raid should be fleeing any second now, because I can't imagine they have a lot of numbers left. But I don't want to get shot at. Ah, God, there's a lot of them. Backing up. Back this train up. Yeah, mech AI for breach raids is also similarly super broken, I've noticed. You can turn them into basically like manhunting animals occasionally, where all they care about is like bashing or just standing at your doors. It gets to be pretty funny. And bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. Good job rating. You don't care. Body purist, that's not even allowed. So melee to death. Noodle, why do you have a bow in your hands? What are you, why are my guys like just picking up random weapons? I totally don't understand. Poetic Artist, you go rescue Lucas, and Noodle, you go rescue Galbo. And we'll just let this guy bleed out. I don't really care. Alright, Eric, you are no longer a hunter. And Timber, sorry, I sent you up here because you were targeted for insults, and that ended up fine. So, for me to be able to accuse, I have to wait for about a week, but we will be accusing him eventually of the affair. You all voted for it. So here's the bulk goods trader. And I think what I'm going to do is actually gift. I'm not going to sell to them. I'm just going to gift things. Because my relationship with them is pretty bad. And I wouldn't mind getting it back up to somewhere more comfortable. That it? It's not a lot to gift. 21? Well, that's not terrible. I'm actually going to give over some of the herbal meds because I have so much. And the Thrumbo. Or the Alpaca, rather. Alright. Alright, 52. That's a little bit nicer. The contents of this is almost all set to pack up. We're still on super hauling, so soon we should have that all put in, and that will be a gift as well. Alright. We have a lot of dryads being spawned. We have a woodmaker, a medicine maker, a Gau maker. Except for Eric's letting that Gau maker, these Gau makers die because Eric is he's losing it. All right, why are my researchers not researching though? Because of the super haul. All right, so let me fix that. Research. I do want to try to get the crypto sleep caskets researched because instead of letting Eric die and having to resurrect him, I could always get him heal mech serum. Gives him another possible route for new life. A man destined to die twice. Not dying at all. Alright, so Kadath and Jazz's pod need loading up. I'm also, we have a lot of vegetables now, so I'm going to run some... It's like, some mood drug crop. The accuser in the trial should be Noodle. Okay, yeah, I'll try that. I'll vote for that. Alright, let's just send this. I don't really care if stuff's missing. And this is going over to Friendship, and that will bring our relationship up to the mid-80s. Yeah, 83. Nice. And Kevin just went on a binge. Alright, so now let's stop hauling for everybody and get some actual work done. Hopefully research work, specifically. Hydrate. Sure thing, friend. Always happy to have some coffee. Timber, are you supposed to be cooking? Oh yeah, I guess it's fine. Thonicum, thanks for the follow. And I Leave Ducks, thanks for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you. So we need granite to be able to build that. The question is... Yeah, we're starting to dig granite blocks, so I think we'll have the blocks pretty soon to be able to make the repairs, I suspect. Because, yeah, both of these are... Oh, no, that's a sandstone chunk. Noodle, move it. I don't need sandstone. So, Kadath and Jazz need to get their pods filled, but that will be... That's not too hard. Is Bren getting her Lucy? No, not yet. If you take a look at her needs, she's not quite at the needing Lucy stage just yet. Maybe one more day. Oh, okay. A cleaner name for my family-friendly stream. Well, I appreciate it. Ducks, the second Ducks. Oh, we have a medicine maker to raffle off. Let me reset the eligibility for the giveaway. And run the timer. There it is. This is the Medicine Maker 1. And then we have the replacement for Dead Maxu spawns in about 2.4 days. You know, I gifted them a whole lot of stuff, but one thing I didn't really do is check if there was anything I wanted to buy from them. Let me do that real quick, too. Here's light leather. No, there really isn't. In fact, I have a lot of wood now at this point. But yeah, there's nothing I want to buy from them. Okay. Thank you for watching The Keepers of the Gauranlen Grove, which originally streamed live on Twitch August 6th, playing version 1.3.3080. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Keep it in mind that the series on Twitch has since ended. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, as well as links to Twitch, Discord, and Patreon. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.